tan. We have a tan, and then like it's a red, but it's a very, very dark, like almost maroon red. One wall's tan, the other one. So, we have weird taste.
No, I mean,
but it works. It works for us, The big thing is having all the ideas and then having to execute them. And my wife is one of these people. She doesn't get like it could be. We're going to be here for 30 years.
Yeah, you got time.
Let's take our time and do this.
Do everything right the first time, so you don't got to do it twice and end up paying more anyway.
She wants it done. Let's get it done. Like if it's a small project that's $300-$400, she's like, no, we can afford it. We can do it now. Like, okay, I guess so. Let's get it done now then, I guess.
Yeah, no, you gotta. Because what happens is you rush it, you get it done, and then in a couple of years you got to redo it, and then you got to end up doing it the right way anyway. Yeah. And then you just wasted the money that you initially spent. And
I learned that lesson from listening to my dad. One picture. Because my dad has redone his roof like 4 times in the past 5 years.
Yeah, nobody wants to get stuck in that circle.
He's like, the first time I did it, he was like, and I guess I didn't do it right because it started leaking again. He's like, the second time I hired somebody to do it. He was like, and they didn't do it right. And he was like, the third time I hired somebody else to do it. He's like, they did it right, but I had to go up and redo something. I'm like, yeah, that's the fucking problem. You can't even get quality work anymore out of people.
Yeah, no, it's absurd.
And that's why, like, I didn't mind buying an older house because I was like, at least I know what I'm getting with an older house. If it was made in the 50s, somebody built it by hand. They didn't hire some fucking company that came in and built it in 7 days. Yeah. It probably took, a few months to build the fucking house. So it's going to have a good structurally sound. But I'm going to have to upgrade. And upgrade some more.
I know. It's crazy.
I thought that being a homeowner would be like this fucking... This grand old fucking having to be fun.
It's a never-ending project.
It's not fun.
It's a never-ending project.
And, I came from... I never owned a house. We never owned a house. We always rented. So I moved around a lot. And I didn't want that for my kid. I wanted a solid foundation where, all right, this is your house. This is where we live. This is the neighborhood you live in. Yep. And now we're even to the point where we bought this house and we're like, we're probably not staying here.
We'll be here for a little bit.
We're going to fix the house up for the next 5 years and then probably fucking sell it and move somewhere else. Yeah. So now I'm like, I'm doing exactly what I didn't want to do to begin with. Was move around. But that's partially my fault because I moved around so much as a kid. Now I get settled into somewhere. I get bored of it. I want something new. I want new scenery now.
But at least with your own house, you could change the scenery. You have that option.
Absolutely.
I can't find it.
No worries. If you bump into one, just send me the pic because that actually sounds really cool.
Yeah, it came out nice. So I'll even just take a pic when I get home.
Yeah. Fucking just send it to me through the messaging.
Yeah.
So besides tonight, because nobody's going to hear this tonight anyway, this won't be out till Monday. You got other shows coming up? What do you got going on?
So tonight 8:00, and then I have I'm in the Little Room again May 18th.
I'm there the 19th.
Yeah, the next day.
Yeah.
So I have the May 18th. I have a back-to-back show there. Then I think July 6th.
Aragon Comedy Club Best New
Friday
Comedy Competition. Is that what you're doing?
Oh, I'm doing that.
I'm on that show too.
Oh, you're in. So we're going to be going. We're going to go head to head.
I never win, so don't worry about it.
I never did it before. This will be the first time.
It's my third time, and I said to John, I was like, aren't I getting a little too old in the comedy to still be doing your best new comedy competition? And he was like, nah. I'm like, well, maybe I'll win this one. He's like, you guys keep skipping over me, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well,
the last one, Billy Geyer won. I can't.
Yeah.
Once Billy was on that show, I was like, now I'm just doing a show. Billy's gonna win that.
I have that one, and then I have another Little Room show. I forget. I gotta check the date.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'll... All right, so you said the Little Room.
Yeah, so I have.
Oh, you got it on the schedule, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it now. This way, I could give you guys the right dates.
I'm old school. I write on a paper calendar.
Yeah, well, I have it written down at home. I'm actually just going back to look at the text messages that I have. So, the Friday after July 4th, so that would be July 6th, I believe.
Okay.
I'm doing the Little Room, at 9:30. So July 6th, at 9:30. The May 18th, I'm going to be doing 2 shows, so one at 7 and one at 9:30.
Who put those together?
Butera.
Oh, okay.
And then also,
he put 2 shows together in one night?
Yeah.
John's fucking killing it over there.
Yeah, look at him go, right? And then July 21st, I'm going to be at the Wild Rose. I'm actually going to be hosting that show.
That's in Farmingdale, right?
Yeah.
That's Butera too, right?
I'm going to be hosting that show, and Paul Bond is going to be the
headliner?
The headliner.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward
Paul's
to that.
Funny.
I'm looking forward to that. That should be a good time.
I heard the Wild Rose is a nice spot too.
I've never been there before.
I actually got a hook up to there because when I was looking to do the open mic, my boy is friends with the owner of the Wild Rose, and he was like, I might be able to get you shows there and an open mic and blah, blah, blah. And John was like, yeah. And I told John, and John was like, oh, I actually have a show there tonight. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. You don't need my hookup. You don't need my hookup then. Forget about it. I've been trying to get out to the city and do shows in the city. It's I love Long Island, and I love the comics on Long Island, and I love doing all the governors and and brokerage.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to expand myself, trying to get out to the city a little bit.
The city's tough, man, because it's like you always got to have 6 with you.
And also especially if you're doing these open mics. I plan on going to a couple open mics, but from what I'm talking to other Long Island comics, it's a little cliquey out there. They see you're from Long Island, they don't want to put you up.
Really?
Yeah. Or some of these open mics, you got to fucking sign up a week in advance.
Oh, you can't just roll up.
Yeah, I guess I'm like, really? You can't just fucking roll in? It's 6 o'clock open mic. Actually, it was Keith Davis I had here last week. He was saying that they went into the city. They left. They got there at like 6 o'clock, and they were there till 11 o'clock at night. Didn't get on one open mic. And they hopped around the city, fucking going to this open mic, that open mic. Didn't get in one fucking open mic.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like, really? I was like, from what I heard out there, it's very cliquey out there. So if people don't know you, they're like,
who's this guy?
Who's this fucking non-comic?
Well, how do you get them to know you if you gotta
go out there? You gotta go out. They gotta push your way through. I guess you gotta roughhouse it. I guess I don't know, but I plan on going out there sometime soon. I'm gonna try to do open mic. That's what I may do. I have 2 shows at the Broadway Comedy. Well, 4 shows at the Broadway Comedy Club. 2 of them are back to back on a Monday night. One is 9:30 and the other is 11:30. So I may just head into the city at like 2.
Yeah.
See what fucking mics I can pop in and get on before.
And are they bringers or?
No, these are pro shows. I got 4 pro shows. I don't have to bring anybody. I'll be opening for somebody.
Nice.
Fucking 5 minutes, which you can't do much with 5 minutes, but I appreciate them putting me on anyway.
Yeah.
The booker who did it, he obviously likes me. He thinks he sees where I'm going because, like I said, last year he gave me 1 pro show. This one he gave me 4, and he was like, "And I'm giving you 2." He was like, "I'm giving them to you back to back because I know you're from Long Island. I don't want you to have to keep fucking traveling to the city."
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it. And he put me on a spot where I have to work. I'm gonna have to work to get the crowd going. You got an 11:30 show on a Monday. How many people are really going to be there?
Yeah.
And that's what he said. He was like, you got to come with energy. He was like, if you don't come with energy, you're not going to get anything. So he's testing me, and I'm like, that's fine. I'll take the fucking test.
Yeah,
Broadway Comedy Club is one of the most highly known comedy clubs in New York.
Mm-hmm.
They were in the top 10 list of best comedy clubs. That one in Greenwich Village.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of comedy clubs out there for them to be in the top.
Oh
10.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I
mean, ultimately, I guess the goal is, I would love to get into the Comedy Cellar. But, but that's everybody's fucking goal. You're in the Comedy Cellar.
You don't really see everybody. Like you see, like, I mean, Gotham is a good
one.
Get
into Gotham too. Which I had an opportunity to do.
But
Gotham.
I think the Cellar is the hardest one to get into.
They don't do that fucking bringer shit.
Yeah,
you have to be a known comic to get into the Cellar.
Yeah,
you got to work your ass off. And Gotham too. But Gotham, I was going to do a show, but they wanted me to bring 10. I'm like, 10 on a Monday?
Oh, wow.
Like, I can't get 10 people from Long Island on a Monday.
Yeah.
Like, all my friends have kids.
That's hard. That's tough,
their kids got school in the morning.
Yeah. Maybe when I was 22, I would have been able to pull that off, but...
I should have started when I was that fucking age.
Yeah,
I
me
really
too.
should have.
Me too.
I regret... It's always that thing of if you could go back in time and tell yourself one thing, what would it be? And I was like, really, everything I did. I'm happy with the person I became. I wouldn't tell myself to change anything except starting comedy at a younger age.
Yeah.
Don't wait till you're in your 30s to do comedy. Start. Do what fucking I did. If I could have known, I could have done what Childish Gambino did. I'd done that shit a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I like to have the life experience to talk about now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't have the people to come listen to it. You know, it's catch-22.
You know, they say, and I keep trying to break this rule. I talked to a couple through Twitter and stuff like that, and even going because I've been a comedy fan all my life, so I'll go to like McGuire's and I'll go see like a Pete Coriale perform.
Yeah.
You know, and I go and I talk to these comics, and they all say the same thing. Fucking get up as much as you can, write as much as you can, and it's going to take 5 to 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't have 5 to 10 years. And they're like, yeah, you do. And I'm like, no, I don't. I need to do it within 5. And they're like, all right, well, break your ass. And they're like, remember, comedy has no age limit. They're like, so for you, in 10 years, even if you're in your 40s, it's not so bad. They're like, look at Rodney. Rodney didn't get put on until he was in his 50s.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Touche. I'll take that. Especially, you know, Rodney's one of the funniest comics that ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I guess that's like the golden rule. 5 years for you to start become a paid comic, and 10 years for you to actually become a person in the comic scene.
Yeah.
You know, and when they're like, "Oh, you're 2 years in," you know, and I tell them what clubs I've done, they're like, "You're fine. You're doing well."
Yeah.
They're like, "You've been on the McGuire stage," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it was." They're like, "Doesn't matter what the butt. Don't bother with the butt."
Yeah.
Don't bother with the butt. Like, yeah, but it was a bringer show. But doesn't matter. You've been on McGuire's
on the stage. Yeah.
You're ahead of people.
Yeah.
That have been doing comedy for 5 years who've never seen that stage.
Yeah.
You know, just they're like, whoever you're working with, whoever you're dealing with, keep dealing with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I'm trying to make as many friends in comedy as possible. I was like, one, because I have a podcast and it helps me do my fucking podcast.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, but two, I was like, you know, I'm just trying to get stage time. That's really it. I'm just trying to get stage time. I don't want to, you know, I'm not here to make enemies with anybody. I'm not here to, you know, all I want to do is have a little fun, tell some fucking jokes, and have a couple drinks and meet some good people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. You know, and when I say that to people, they give me a funny look. And I'm like, listen, I was in hip-hop for 20-something years. I was like, you know how competitive hip-hop is? There are no friends in hip-hop.
Yeah.
There's acquaintances and people you're working with for the particular time. I was like, but there was no friends.
Yeah.
I was like, and it got old quickly. You know, I was like, when I was a radio personality, everybody wants to be your buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Until you're not playing the record anymore.
Yeah, then it's over.
Then you can't even get a fucking call back.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, at least with fucking comedy, I was like, everybody's in the same fucking boat. We're all just trying to make it.
Yeah.
I was like, as long as you're not biting other people's jokes, you're fine.
Yeah.
Don't end up like Carlos Mencia, that's all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't have fucking Joe Rogan come over threatening to kick your ass. That's the last thing you need.
Yeah, it's tough.
And for comics that have been doing it for 20 years, they don't understand when I say that.
Yeah.
Because they've been in comedy for 20 years. And so they have like this thick shell around them. You know? And I was like, I had that with hip hop. I'm not going to have that with comedy. I don't want that with comedy. The whole point of comedy is to make people laugh and have a good time and have, you know,
enjoy it.
It's the one time where you're allowed to be an extrovert and and
I do it out of pure enjoyment.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not none of that.
I feel good coming off the stage.
I just like doing it. I enjoy it. I originally got into it like because you know how they had that like class or whatever that you could take. Like I originally did it as a means for an inexpensive, fun way to take a public speaking class because I'm in sales.
Okay, makes sense.
So I wanted to learn public speaking. I never took it in college. I only went to college for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So I wanted to learn it this way. You know, I could hold meetings and do stuff like that. And I'm like, maybe this would be kind of cool, fun way to do it. And I tried it and I ended up loving it. And I had a great time. And now I go up there all the time. And I just enjoy
nothing better than if you want to, if you have a fear of talking in front of people, that's the fucking way to do it. Get on stage.
You're forced onto that
50
stage.
people and fucking tell jokes.
Yeah.
You know, and the worst that could happen is nobody laughs.
Yeah.
And it's funny how many times you get off stage and you go, people come up to you and go, wow, you got balls, man.
Oh, yeah.
I can never do
a ton
what
of
you
people
could.
will say
it's
that.
like, yeah, you can.
Even people that host meetings and conferences, like, because it's hard enough getting up